point. It's all for the trophy, but you guys, everybody in the stadium, everybody watching at home, y'all have been amazing.
4.45 million.
That deserves a clap. Come on. Come on.
That deserves a clap. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's go even further. Let's try to hit 6.
That's right.
Oh, 6 would be...
Hey, if we go all 7 games, man. We got Chantel in the building.
We do have Chantel in the building, and we have this wonderful crowd as well, right?
Yeah. I feel like Sif is doing something as well. I kind of feel like this will go all the way.
Yeah.
You want to ask the crowd? I think they'll say no, right? Because
right.
Or no, technically they can say yes, because 4-3 could be for the team that they're supporting.
Yeah, but before that, man, like, I don't know. I want to save some of my energy going into this game because even I'm starting to run out of breath because looking at this game. ONIC, what else can they do? Do they really have to just let go of that early game?
No, I don't think so. I think that they've been doing a great job securing the early stages. And there's no reason for them to change up their strategy anyways. So maybe, you know, remove some of their habits so that it will catch ONIC off guard. But I think that APBR, even after losing that match, they're still at match point, like Mirkov said, right? There's nothing else changed. It's just a hard reset, perhaps.
Well, here it is. You guys are seeing the countdown as we're going in the draft of what? The 6th game of this best of 7. Where again, the pressure is not stopping, it's not slowing down. As we look at a trophy, reminding both teams what they're fighting for.
Yeah. And what already is good for APBR is that they have secured the blue side.
Yes,
and ONIC
blue.
So far, only one on the blue side, so they take that away. And that means that they will be the first ones to take the 1-1. Will ONIC pan it out, though?
They won't.
1-1 or Fredrin should be the pick here for APBR.
If they pick up the 1-1, ONIC can pick up the Faramis.
That's true.
And maybe eventually the Phobius.
Exactly. Faramis and Phobius, Faramis
Wait, Guinevere is open.
Yep. Guinevere is actually... Wow. They pick up the 1-1. And that's Faramis Guinevere or Faramis Arlet that I'm seeing ONIC will pick up.
I feel like Guinevere is a solid pick here, no?
Yep. You don't want to give both the Guinevere as well as the 1-1, right?
Yeah.
But then again, yeah, Gwyn Faramis or Arlet Faramis is what I think ONIC will pick up. Just because of how good APBR is with that hero.
Yep,
the Gwyn. Maybe the Faramis to follow.
Yeah, Faramis is a solid pick, but I think they're taking their time here.
Yeah, because there's Valentina anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But still, they pick it up.
So Gwyn Faramis, Arlet Valentina, perhaps from APBR.
A lot of spins here, folks, but sorry, this draft is this draft is cooking. Congratulations to all that got the amazing skin. But now,
I'm thinking Arlet.
Oh, no skin at all.
Oh wow.
Wait, he says.
All right.
Can he get it? If he, nope.
Yep, no, we gotta look at the draft because again, this is the 6th game here.
Yep.
ONIC, very good start. How is APBR gonna supplement this 1-1?
What if they pick up the Akai? I think so. Maybe Akai or Fredrin for APBR for sure. But I think they might be leaning towards more than the Akai. Then pick up the Faramis, the Valentina as well, so that they have an answer to the Faramis. Yeah. So another option might be Arlet. There it is.
And Arlet.
There it is.
Okay, Arlet.
Yep.
That's the combo here with the 1-1 as well to try to cover for her and also to try to punish this clump-up composition that they are going to try to look for with a Faramis.
Yep.
If the Phobius is not picked there, he's going to get banned.
Yep. You go Martis, where they pick up the Claude immediately because you don't want to not have a game-winning hero on your side if you're ONIC. And ONIC will just ban out the mages here for a few. Perhaps the Valentina, because it still is a pretty good hero, and it's a hero that can also one-shot the Claude later on. If the Claude does not pick up the Rose Gold Meteor or the Athena Shield, Valentina is a hero that can one-shot that hero. Then the Gourd, which...
Or Novaria?
Yep, that's also true, that Novaria.
Because I kind of feel like if they don't have a hero that can dive...
Oh, he got it!
Oh, yeah, Spirit Root!
No way!
No way!
He did it!
The draft was the...
From 0 to 100.
Even the draft had to go down for that one, man. Congratulations, my man.
Dude, shout outs to everyone getting the skins. Sana all.
Sana all.
Actually, I do have every skin as well.
All right, rich guy.
Well, either ways, looking at the draft here, looking like Minotaur getting banned out by ONIC. So now it's on to AP Brand. Whether they want to ban out the EXP or the Roam, kind of feel like banning out the EXP is going to be a safer choice here.
Yeah, definitely the safer choice, right? You want to take Boots out, but also
when I give
same with Khalid. That's going to be the Khalid ban coming through.
Maybe Terizla as well.
Yeah.
Terizla Khalid would be solid to take away from Boots, but after that game on Paquito, do you want to respect that, right? That's my question. They can pick it up for them. Wait, no, first pick on red side.
Yeah.
So that is a viable ban actually to go for.
Hero. This was the Benedetta. It's, well, also the Terizla is a pretty good hero, but usually what you counter with the Arlott, against the Arlott, is the Terizla, right? You pick it up. It's a good hero to go up against the 1-1 in a way. So yeah, the Gord, as we expected. And I think ONIC are willing to give the Valentina at the side. Oh, by the way, there is a chance for AP Brent to also pick up the Lapu Lapu once again.
Okay.
We've seen that it worked before because it's a, like I said, it's a great hero versus the Faramis. So I'm thinking for AP Brand, they might just ban out the Terizla for good measure.
Yeah, I would say because again, the Paquito was strong, but Boots on the Terizla, we see that it's a comfort pick for him. And I kind of feel like, I don't have the numbers, but if Boots gets the Terizla, the percentage of Kyrie actually securing those turtles and lords significantly increase.
Yep. There's a massive chance of a Hoot Hoot as well from ONIC.
Ooh.
Knowing that there's the Arlott and the Kai, that could be a
1-1.
And 1-1. Yeah.
Oh, they banned the Dyroth and the Khalid, so you're right. The Diggy could actually still come through for ONIC here.
Yeah. But they might pick up the Boots hero first, though, because they want to keep this Guinevere kind of flex. So what are the heroes that could be there for Boots? Maybe they steal the Edith or the Lapu Lapu, actually.
Again, a lot of EXPs are open.
Yep.
You could just go for Terizla, right?
Yep.
Terizla is like the safest. It's like one of those, like, just pick it up and then almost like you can autopilot, because I'm guessing Boots has been playing this hero even in his sleep.
Yeah. I'm sure.
It's like, oh, penalty
Final
zone.
breath.
Penalty zone, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lot of XPs. I think XPs and M5 have just been that way, right? They can play Terizla in their sleep. It's the most common hero. They go for the hero that's not as common, but it's a Grok in the Roam. I am thinking now, right?
Technically flex still.
Yeah, but
Technically.
so far this tournament, have we actually seen a Grok XP? That's my question.
I don't think so. We haven't. The pickups. For AP Brand, Lapu Lapu still is a prime option. There's also the option of the Edith, because Edith is naturally a good hero going up against this Faramis, where you spend that out. And then the Valentina, it's a valid choice as well for AP Brand, unless they want to go for Eve, which has been proven to be good against the Faramis.
It is.
Great against the Pyramis.
I mean, there's a reason why the Gore was banned out, right?
Exactly.
But they could also just go for the safest choice, Lilia.
Yeah.
Lilia, such safest choice.
So now the clock is ticking down. A lot of good choices, and Lilia has been picked up, and Damas flap again. I mean, he's been winning on this Damas, man. No reason not to pick it up. This might be the game-winning draft coming in from AP Brand.
The series-winning draft.
Board wins all. That's why it's banned.
That's why it's banned.
That's why it's banned, Naisu.
With the Dyroth being banned out, what else is left for ONIC, for Boots to use going up against this Thams? There's still this Edith. It's just technically not a very bad hero, but at the same time, it provides you with the front line that you need. And then you can run down the enemies with it. Maybe they might even consider Uranus, actually.
Oh.
For that, they have the split push. For them to be able to have the split push, go Purify, and then you can stay in front of this Akai.
Yep. Clock is ticking down. It looks like ONIC, they're going to pick up the Phobius. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. AP Brand 4-3. I mean, we talked about the Phobius the moment we saw the 1-1.
That's right.
Yeah, and then on top of it, the Arlott comes around, and then you think, okay, Phobius, if it's not picked, it's going to be banned. That's what you said in the first phase. It wasn't picked or banned, so it was picked up. We have Mr. Bomba again. Oh, there you go.
And Mr. Basic as well.
Mr. Basic and Mr. Bomba, the two Bs.
Two Bs.
We just need Beloyski to complete the BBB.
All right, going into this game, Wolf, the Phobius, will it be a difference maker, or will Boots won't be able to do much with him?
Difference maker when it comes to the team fights, 100%. My problem is, how does it fare against the Thams in the EXP lane? I would assume that it's not that good.
Well,
So there are many few heroes that actually win against the Thams in the laning stage.
The golden road for this year's for the Sky Kings.
5 seconds till the
dream is still alive for them to complete it, but they gotta take down AP Brand. That is again in match point, where we're going into game number 6 to see whether it will end here or it will go all 7 games.
At the start of the game, it's Kyrie who has a significant advantage on the Guinevere. This is the reason it's so heavily prioed in the draft. Flapteasy and Ogwin, though, very aggressive start of the game. Actually clears it out very well. Kyrie has already rotated. This might be a miscalculation. Sans as well is here. Flicker out from Ogwin. Flapteasy holding on to that orange buff. But in the end, will disengage.
Yep. Interesting idea, because we know that the Phobius will not win against the Thams, but he gets level 2 now, so it's gonna quite an even matchup. And the reason why that happened is because Keyboy did the anti-glue treatment in M4. If you remember, they used the Grok to block the minions twice, so that the minions will be in favor of Boots. And that was a genius move coming out from ONIC. That's why they drafted this Grok earlier on.
We gotta talk about Super Marco again. Now using the Master Assassin, where before this, he was a Tenacity, but Kyrie
trying to go for the invade. Spatial migration, retribution secures the invade steal over to the gold buff now. It seems like he should be able to find this for free unless, nope, Kyrie takes it.
Yeah, it looks like Flapteasy still again wants to go for that Corrosion Scythe early and maybe try to bully out Boots, because the Vovia is strong, but if the Vovias can't do much in lane, then it's not going to be that big of a problem. Kyrie again, always getting pressured by AP Brand. AP Brand has a thing for Kyrie.
Yeah. They know.
I mean, he is cute, but you know.
Even the fans in the building, CW versus Super Marco 1v1 battle. Oh my goodness. Marco able to escape, regen pop by CW. Does this mean Marco's already used it? Oh, a diamond trap! CW needs one, Super Marco gets away. My God, every little fight.
Woo.
I feel like after this game, they're going to be best friends, man.
Yeah. They are.
I mean, like, that
or
kind
maybe
of,
not, you know, I mean, like.
I mean, dude, you bonded over a best of 7 like that?
That's true.
You gain respect, man.
They have an even better or more special connection for sure.
Flapteasy jumping forward. Violent Requiem locking few down. That's a lot of damage. Black Shoes as well with the heavy spin. Flapteasy secures it. The heavy spin knocks Keyboy out of the frame. Demonic Force though. Now on the Flapteasy. One more shot should do it. First blood secured by ONIC. Keyboy still onto Owen, who still has the Vengeance, but he gets knocked up. Final slash into the Vengeance, into Kyrie, one shot, but he's still able to survive. Ogwin turned around now, still brought back to the team by the Stampede, and it's AP Brand who win in a prolonged team fight.
I mean, that was a very prolonged team fight. I kind of feel like ONIC really wanted that kill because, again, he was right in front of them. Who wouldn't want it? But AP Brand was able to buy enough time for the rest of the team to respond.
Exactly. The thing is, ONIC will manage to go for double lanes this time. That this is the effect of CW winning some of the early stages of the match, of this laning stage, allowed him to get even more gold for his team. And this is the main win condition of ONIC. Stat pad this Claude, give all of the things to CW and let him carry the game later on.
Looks like the first item coming in from Lilia is going to be the Enchanted Talisman, going to help out quite a lot during that turtle fight. Wow, CW as well as Super Marco, they're really going at it.
Blazing Duet in the bottom lane. Super Marco going to be chunked down. He did get the gold buff, however, and ONIC now tried to look for an angle to attack this bottom side of the map. Meanwhile, Spatial Migration into the Requiem finds a kill in the mid lane onto View. Without the Purify, he was a sitting duck.
Going at able to force the Final Slash or the Purify onto CW. But that was a great pinch coming out from ONIC. They found a reaction coming from AP Brand because there was a massive push in the bottom lane, so naturally you want to defend that, but they cut it off.
Right now, Kyle has level advantage onto Kyrie. So, for me, it just signals that the invasion onto Kyrie was definitely worth it. Because Kyrie is, I don't know, this is Kyrie, man. Even with a level disadvantage, I feel like he can still secure the turtles.
Final slash, though, on the Suns. Might force a flicker out with Flapteasy jumping in, but he actually instead goes for another round. Brought back! Suns taken out. The flicker with 1 second off. Spatial Migration, though, locking him down. The turret gets the kill back, and it's a 1-for-1. Now it's Boots, who's rotated over. The Demonic Force already used earlier, so now it's going to be resetted. It's going to be on cooldown.
Yep. Nice reset coming out from Keyboy.
Power Nation, wild charge, Blazing Duet, getting him down. Keyboy gets the kill, and CW goes for another wave push in the mid lane with Sans respawning. Kyrie holding the turtle down.
Yeah, right now the turtle has been started. Sans is there. Ogwen
Chewe
sees it, but looks like Kyle TZ is going.
Yep.
I don't know.
Heavy spin. Still has it.
No demonic force, spatial migration, Valor Requiem, Retribution, Kyle! TZ finds it, and even a pin! Onto Kyrie and AP Bren. Come alive once again. That lead going back and forth.
Whew, absolutely. AP Bren taking advantage of what they have. They have the heavy spin versus the Guinevere. The Keyboy getting chunked down. Oh my goodness.
What was that kill?
That was Flap TZ.
The fadeaway.
And what he does is, I think there's one thing that I really want to comment about Flap TZ, a very smart move that he made. After he was able to take out the Nether Realm, there's a suppression, right? So he threw his sight, waited for Sans to be not invulnerable anymore, then swings him back with the sights, then gets the kill. And he does it, almost does it again against Keyboy, taking full use of the sights.
We gotta look at the goal lead though, because even though AP Brent has the goal lead, but CW has the goal lead. Oh, before that, Sans getting chunked down. Looks like Ogwen understanding that Sans is not in a good position. He wants to force it and forcing on CW.
Purify now brought back to Ogwen. The vengeance is gonna be reset, and he goes back to the Valor image, and he pops in that blazing duet, but Flap TZ is there to punish. Keyboy wild charge defensively, and AP Brent take the lead.
Significant lead, as they will be able to take out the turret up top. They get a kill onto CW, who we have been commending to be able to farm out the early stages of the game, but now it's stopped. And AP Bren have the absolute lead in the first 6 minutes of game number 6.
Oh, Flap TZ. Looks like he is not the one getting caught here. He aggresses even though Kyrie was the one initiated.
Yeah, even Keyboy now opens it up. Super Marco getting the turret in the bottom lane. Ogwen poking Keyboy down, doing a good amount of damage.
But right now, AP Brand, they're moving as a unit. Boots is moving around Sans to make sure that Sans is actually able to survive, actually able to farm up.
Look at Marco.
Super Marco is just pushing.
He's alone in the bottom lane. It's a 4v5 for ONIC, but they're not actually going in just yet. They go for it. Spatial migration, Valor Requiem, locking Ogwen down. That should be a kill. Kyrie picks it up. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Tier 2 should be taken down by Super Marco. Fuel, so able to pop the glooms in. Demonic Force, zoning Flap TZ away. Keyboy taken very low. Kyle TZ with a good pin down, but the Demonic Force is still on him. Fuel, Black Shoes, back away. That's Sans flickering forward. Kyrie finds the turtle. Meanwhile, Sans will fall. Flap TZ outplays him under the Tier 1.
I mean, he was greedy, man. Like, he really wanted it. And the thing is, he paid for it. Right now, ONIC, even though they won that tournament again. Yep. I don't know, man. I feel like losing that Tier 2 is going to hurt ONIC 100%. In the long run.
100%. The only good thing that might have came out from that is the fact that they pushed the mid lane. And the fact that they pushed the mid lane means that they have access to, better access to the mid lane. And obviously, somebody just can take care of this long lane anyways. That's the only good thing that came out of that. And of course, the goal that they had afterwards. And look at
this is interesting.
CW.
J-Way.
Wow. I'm looking at Boost because usually you see the Clock of Destiny, but he went for the Lightning Truncheon.
Yeah. Yep. I think I like this build better. Dominance Ice Rush into the Lightning Truncheon as the Phoveus. You're not that required to actually output the damage anyways. You have the Claude for that, and you have Sans to dive with you. You badly need the Dominant Size because you're the one to be in the front lines. And AP Bren, with the fact that they have both Ogwen as well as Flap TZ, good sustained heroes, somebody has to really man the front lines and then take over with the Dominant Size.
I'm very interested to see the Lightning Truncheon on the Phoveus. But before that, Kyle TZ finds Kyrie. It looks like they want him.
Heavy spin, but the Valor Requiem cancels it out. Sans gonna be pinned down to the wall. Final slash used up another round. Gets Kyrie forward. Keyboy finds a wild charge on Few. Gets Kyrie down. CW able to fight. Bench is still gonna be popped in by Flap TZ as Boost jumps into the back line. Demonic Force from Boots. Crossbow attack though from Super Marco. Sans Ghostbusters in. Super Marco is down. Ogwen jumping in. Another one from Boots. Flap TZ, one last member standing, and Ghostbusters to shut him down.
ONIC won a big W there. They got a wipeout.
An alpha of AP Bren finding a good jump onto ONIC, almost taking out Kyrie. Sans' ultimate was just pixel perfect.
Oh, Sans, they're blitzing it here.
They're blitzing it, Kyrie's already here.
Kyle's bot, they are giving it away. They're giving it up. ONIC have taken the first lord of the game.
Look at the live coming in from Indonesia. They're excited, man. Right now, ONIC having the lead here, but again, APBR, they have showed time and time again, they can fish out that mistake coming in from ONIC, and we've seen quite a few times. But Boots, let's talk about Boots, 2-0-5 here, Wolf.
Yes. Was the last one to get into the fight around the Lord area. But his timing was perfect because now he is able to force out Super Marco. And big shout outs to Kibo with the flicker play, or the wall charge play, in fact, in the previous fight. That is what allowed ONIC to win that fight afterwards.
Right now looking at the items as well, even though a big goal difference coming in from the Claude as well as the 1-1, but I feel like Super Marco can still dish out the damage. For Sans here, he's zoning everyone out. He's just like, I'm a Faramis, choo-choo, I'm gonna hit you.
Choo-choo? Is that what Faramis...
Yeah.
Is the noise, the sound?
Okay. Choo-choo.
I believe you.
I play Faramis a lot, man.
I believe you.
Faramis, the train engine.
Nope.
Doesn't have the right ring, but you know what? We'll work on it.
The most important item for Boots gets the Winter Truncheon. Able to tank damage coming out of Super Marco. Definitely going to be able to dive that. And now that's a massive problem.
Spatial migration onto Flap. Final slash, we can Kyrie back, but Flap TZ is still going to be isolated. Kyrie taken down. Another round late, but the wild charge still connects. Demonic Force in the midst of it all. Cal TZ now with a heavy spin. That's still Flap TZ falling down. Boots in the midst of it all again. Now with the Winter Truncheon, he buys it in time. Another Demonic Force onto the go. Boots finds it. CW marches forward. Finds a triple kill.
Oh.
What? Keyboy?
Keyboy, the one to tag that, but I think that this is sacrifice to take the Lord, and nice touch from CW again.
Boots falls as well, the sacrifice necessary. Sans and CW bringing it back. The damage coming through. CW with nature. Oakwood, vengeance. CW guns him down. It's a wipeout, but Flap has respawned. ONIC need to back away.
Okay, what's going on? CW looks angry, man. He doesn't want to back down. He's using a claw, but it feels like he's the Thanos. He wants to sit in front. He wants to deal the damage.
Wow.
CW. He wants to take his family to Japan, and I think that he's doing everything that he can to do it. I cannot. It is indescribable, the way that he held his ground and knew exactly who can kill him. And the fact that Boots already took out Super Marco with that wonderful Winter Truncheon play, that allowed CW to be unafraid of fighting under the base of APBR.
Well, konnichiwa minasan. ONIC right now having a 5.6k goal lead, and CW again 8-1-5. Very, very impressive here. It does look like ONIC now they have the mentality is that they want to get everything from APBR in terms of their skills. All of their survivability once is gone, CW is just gonna go in and he's gonna clean job. Now APBR, they're in a position where CW is a problem, but you can't ignore Boots and you can't ignore Sans. Kyrie has not been having a great game, but dude, everyone else around him is moving forward.
Exactly. Even Keyboy with the wild charge usages, the way that he's tanking for his team. And then there's Boots, the proper timing all the time. No contest. They're waiting for 13-10.
Yep, there you go. It's not going to spawn this wave. They'll have a bit more time to prep for it. 13-40.
Yep. Whew. So now prepping the lane, CW has to be careful because I feel like APBR, that's the goal. It's like, yo.
But I feel like
Flap did it. Oakwood, you got to do it, man. Flap did it.
He did.
You can catch him. You got to find a slash. He's going to be the one that's like, you know, everything's on his shoulders now.
Those gold meteor available for the 1-1.
Whoa. Final slash. Oh my God.
Okay, Oakwood. I know what I said, but not like that.
Not like that.
Not like that.
NLT. Not like that.
All right, now the Lord is marching down mid. Kyrie's down bot. The top lane is coming in a little bit slower, but the mid as well as the bottom, they're going to crash together.
In sync. Mid lane held down by the barrier. There you go, the three-way push that they built up. Top lane going to be taken down by CW right now, but Flaptizi has dealt so much damage. But an Nature going to be popping in right now, so another round gets used up. CW has the back away. Flaptizi has used the Vengeance while charge. No initiation from ONIC. They'll be happy with a base turret. CW is too low for them to go for anything else.
Great play coming out from Flap, forcing the Vengeance and finding CW, even forcing the Wind of Nature. That's going to be a massive resource that ONIC will not have, but they have to defend for more.
Well, CW is top, but we got to think about Sans. He doesn't have the Net Realm anymore. Can ONIC even force it? Oh, Oakwood, that's a big mistake.
Blazing the web from CW right now. The pullback from the Stampede. The demonic force to execute them in the back. Now it's going to be View dealing some damage, but that's a double kill. Oh! Super Marco! Punch across the whole tank. Galtene! That's Deloy with a wild card to take us to Game 7!
There is absolutely no way we can end the M5 World Championship without going all 7 games. ONIC and APBR, this isn't a best of 7. Now it's just a best of 1.
And I wish this will go Game 9, Game 11. I wish to see these teams fight against each other time and time again because every single play is just amazing. It's smart, it's amazing, it's mechanically skilled. I'm so entertained.
I'm gonna pass it to the panelists and let me just say, the question is, I don't think Busk is getting shafted anymore.
I know for sure now we're in Game 7. We're going to Game 7. ONIC takes Game 6, going all the way in hopes of claiming the Golden Road. What a turnaround. A back and forth in the early to mid, and now here we are.
I thought they didn't have it in them, you know? It's easy to lose faith for some of these teams, but I'm just as surprised as all the ONIC fans out there. They found a second win. They're looking cleaner than ever. The fact that Mr. Calvin Winata apparently is aging like fine wine. His laning is getting better and better each and every time he touches the land of Dawn. So I cannot wait to see who our MVP is going to be. Brought to you by the Republic of Gamers. Let's have a look here. I'm just as curious.
For Game 6, we're handing it over to Calvin Winata. Stone cold, thumbs up, all according to plan. Amazing. He's able to duel, he's able to own lanes, he's able to threaten after Boots, after Sans, after even Keyboy engages. And that's after a game wherein Kyra was clearly struggling.
I cannot believe it, you know? From where he came from, and more importantly, the fact that this is not exactly the easiest lane to win. He has been abusing every moment. He's ending with a GPM of 990, 10 off 1,000.
This is as high as it gets in the current metagame. We are far from the days of 2-3 years ago wherein MVPs or even cores would be hitting 1,000, 1,000 and change. He got this much of gold throughout Game 6. Because of how ONIC controlled the map. It came in at a turnaround, a rubber band wipeout in the mid-game, wherein they so well orchestrated, even after APBR pulling out some punches, presenting threats in the early. It's just this lineup right here, this team fighting lineup.
It's insane, right? And I think, you know, the first issue that they have to address is, what do we do against Flap TZ's Thamos, right? We know that the early game is played so perfectly by APBR, and the solution to that is, you know what? Take it. Because Thamos' biggest problem is that he runs out of gas, whether in the late game or during team fights, where he is by far, I would say, he's got a time limit on him. In comparison to Boots on this Phoveus, who is able to delay and really stretch out, really get the mileage out of the hero, that's when you know that APBR were exhausted in fights.
Boots is an unsung hero. You'll see him here making the call. I want to pick up the Winter Truncheon third item and make it count. Yes, he eventually does get punished. Yes, eventually he does overheat, but this is the writing on the wall right here for APBR. It was hard for Super Marco to play the way he wants to. It's one thing to try and outplay a Phoveus by just walking, but how do you even take the skies?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think, you know, CW in this particular, you know what, come on over here, let me tell you something about Mr. CW himself. Before this, Kages used to rule the world. Kages used to be the one coming in from ONIC Indonesia. And when they made that first change, it was CW who took that place in the gold lane.
You know what? We saw his 1-1 here, along with the days of his old Melissa. You remember his Melissa?
Oh, yeah. And then he was like, Muddles, and get away from me. Every single time he makes it work. And that's the difference. That's the difference maker here, right? for Mr. Calvin Winata. If we start looking at the emblems, we see a deeper story going on here, because immediately it's about itemizing based on the tempo of the game, and that's what a lot of people don't recognize here. When we start to look at, for an example, Sans, he understands that he needs to be able to rotate fast, but more importantly so, having the CDR to build up stacks so that when he has just enough in the early game, hey guys, I can dive, I am willing to die for this, I'll be right back when it happens.
And here's another matchup wherein the Master Assassin really didn't do much to win you the lane. Very early on, ONIC and APBR were team fighting, and that's already one emblem null from Super Marco, so he really wasn't able to take advantage of that one bit of extra early percentage damage to try and quell CW's reign here. That's why he's the MVP, is because he was able to make the most of that advantage that he had, wherein it's ONIC playing with numbers. Here you see it ended very, very quickly. Not even enough time for Super Marco to find that window to try and play out of Boots' ult.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, the biggest problem that we're seeing right now in the laning phase, considering that Super Marco should technically won the lane, is the fact that he is not as generous with his battle spells compared to Mr. CW. But even then, right, we look at the items, generally about the same, and of course we've already touched on the Phoveus. I was surprised that he didn't go for the Ice Queen's wand, but again, tempo of the game. He's looking to dive, he's not looking to chase.
He already had it on the way. I believe after that Radiant Armor, it would have become eventually an Ice Queen Wand. Again, Rich Guy, 990, carry, 95.4. It's what you can expect when everyone from ONIC is just setting it all up for an amazing, for a big time blazing. And not to mention, Flap was really overloaded here. Now you kind of see how in the games that he actually won with the Tams, it was working, is because APBR were able to close the fight out. But when you're on the back foot, when you're up against the ropes, you're just a big dude with a lot of cardio. You're not really punching back as hard.
And we look at the damage dealt, right? CW coming on off top, of course, coming up with 95,000, 85% of the overall Team 5 participation. But the question is, what could have APBR done better in these cases, right? And obviously, there were a couple. However, it really comes down to the micro mechanics of it all. The fact that Few was getting chased around in the manner that he did because Keyboy was holding him hostage with that wild charge, making sure that the black shoes were always covered.
One could only theorize, and here's mine, all right? The fact that APBR is playing with a Tams, able to come in from the flank and try to stop via damage, again, absorption and dispersion. 2, you have the final slash from Ogwin, and 3, you have the heavy spin from Kyle TZ. They never really got to break up ONIC's formation. ONIC had superior communication here, and that's why after Boots took to the skies, they were the ones left scrambling.
Note the places of which they actually took these fights. A lot of it happening around the river, a lot of it happening around neutral objectives like Lord and Turtle. Even though, yes, it is technically an open and a very enclosed spot to be in, as long as Sans is nearby, that Netherrealm makes all the difference. That extra bit of time makes all the difference for people like Boots, like the Art of Thievery on this clock from CW.
So now we've come to this. Game number 7, all on the line.